So I'm creating this app, and the reason is that you can construct your video wall with all these different brands. And if you don't find the LED panel that you need, you can always create it here, and it will be saved on your user configuration. Here you can put the name, the brand, the size, the pixel count, the power consumption, and the weight. So all this is calculated when you build the video wall, and this is the new screen configuration. You can select and change the panel at any time and the top. And in here on the grid configuration, you select how many panels horizontal and how many panels vertically you're gonna use. And you have a graphic visualization of the panels, as you can see, and it has all the information: the brand, the model, the size, the pixel count, and the pixel pitch on each panel. In the preview, you can see the resolution on the screen, and you can have like a mapper, kind of like an image of the screen that you can export and import to your video server software. That way you can see all the panels if they're like 500 by 1000 and all that. In here you can select the project information, and then you can select the project name if it's a screen. For right now, we can only create one screen. In the future, I'm gonna expand it, but right now it's just one screen. So you can select the project name, the company, the designer who is doing this, and the address if you wanna include that information as well. It's there. And in here you have the screen information, you have the grid. I mean, that means how many panels, the resolution. Here you have the transportation cases, so you can select how many panels you can fit in one case, and it will give you the amount of cases that you need. Here you select the video processor, only working with Novastar so far. Then you select the signal flow mapper. You can select the output from the processor and start mapping your video wall, kind of like you do in Nova LCT, but with your finger. In this case, you start selecting the panels, and it will give you the direction that the panels go. And it will give you a max of 650,000 pixels per output. So if you exceed that amount, it won't let you continue. In this case, I'm using 3 outputs. The first 3 on the processor, and it will give you on the, if you see the processor output, it will give you how much percentage of that output you're using, again, on those 650,000 pixels per output. Then after signal flow, you have the power signal flow. That this is one thing we always need. You can do 110 or 220, and it will calculate the circuits in there. You can select the same as the signal, but this time with power. You can select a different configuration if you choose to do it that way, and it will give you an alert when your output is overloaded. And it won't let you do more than the panels that you can select there. So in here you can clear it. In the options, you can center the screen again if you lose it for some reason, and then you can select the auto. It's a lot of tweaking here. It's not the best mapping structure for power, but it works so far. After this, you select to export the PDF, and then you select if you want to record it, send it to someone, or if you want to record it on your phone or the iCloud, you can do it. First, you have all the information from the project. Then you have the LED screen mapping with the colors, and it will give you here the panel grid, where the signal starts, where the signal ends. Here, the panel configuration, you have a grid of 15 wide by 3 tall. All the information from the panels is here. How much power you need, if it's 208 or if it's 110. The processor will give you if the processor is compatible or it's not. If the video wall is too big, it will say that it's not compatible with your screen. So all this information is here on your report. So this is what you send to your video, guys. And hey guys, you're using 3 outputs. They're in 78% consumption of the pixels. This is how many pixels. You have 15 panels per screen. You need 8 cases with 6 panels in each case. This is how much you weigh for your truck. All that information is here. So I'm still developing a lot of things, but it's going super cool so far. Let me know what you guys think.